Good afternoon, all of you. Today in 11th class mathematics, we are going to solve exercise 3.4. Yesterday we solved the examples of this exercise, and I hope that you have understood those examples and basis of this exercise. So our exercise starts. Find the principal and general solutions of following equations. Means we have to find general and principal solutions of the equations. And our first question is tangent x is equal to root 3. Okay. So at what angle is root 3 equal tangent equal to root 3? That is equal to pi by 3. So I can put first of all tangent x is equal to tangent pi by 6. Or first you can find principal solutions. For finding principal solution, what you have to do? You can put tangent x is root 3. So tangent first thing is pi by 3 is equal to root 3. That means x is equal to pi by 3. Okay. Now next, it is positive in this quadrant and positive in third quadrant. Now in third quadrant, if we want to show this angle, then how we will show? We can write this as tangent of pi plus pi by 3. At pi phase does not changes, so it remains tangent. Pi plus something means third quadrant, and in third quadrant our tangent is positive, so it will remain positive. And tangent pi plus pi by 3 will be equal to tangent pi by 3. That means again it is root 3. So from here what we get? That x is, one is pi by 3 and another is pi plus pi by 3. Then x will be 4 pi by 3. Okay. So these are our principal solutions. And now if we want to find its general solution, then how we will do that? We will put tangent x equal to root 3, and tangent x is equal to tangent pi by 3. Okay. And we know it is our tangent x and it is our tangent y. And from theorems we know whenever tangent x is equal to tangent y, then we have x as n pi plus y, and y, what is our y here? Pi by 3, where n belongs to integers. It is our general solution. Okay, understood. Now question number 2 and 3 you can solve on your own. I can solve question number 4. In this also we have to find principal and general solutions. That is cosec x is equal to minus 2. Cosec x, now we know cosec is negative in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So how we can do that? At what angle is cos equal to 2? Just 2. That is pi by 3. Cosec pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. Cosec pi by 6 is equal to 2. Okay. But this angle lies in first quadrant. For cosec to be negative, we have to show our angle in third and fourth quadrant. So how I can write? Once I can write it as cosec pi plus pi by 6. That will be minus cosec pi by 6. Pi minus, because in third quadrant cosec is negative, and at pi phase does not changes and our angle remains same. Okay. Therefore minus as it is, cosec pi by 6 is 2, so it becomes minus 2. So from here what we get? That x is equal to pi plus pi by 6, that is sin pi by 6. So one of our principal solution value is pi by 6, sin pi by 6. And for another, I can write this as cosec 2 pi minus pi by 6. 2 pi minus pi by 6 in fourth quadrant. So, and cosec is negative in fourth quadrant. So negative sign first of all. At 2 pi, phase does not changes, it remains same, and our angle is minus pi by 6. That again become equal to minus 2. From here we get x equal to 2 pi minus pi by 6 for our principal solution. So that means that is equal to our 11 pi by 6. So these are our general solution, principal solution for all both. Now if we talk about general solution of cosec x equal to minus 2. So first of all, cosec x is equal to minus 2. Okay, so cosec x, first we have to convert into sine to get our general solution, that is equal to 1 by sin x, that means it is equal to our minus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by sin x is equal to minus 2. So our sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. For this we have to find our general solution. Now we will take sin x is equal to sin y. Sin x is equal to, for what value of sin are we getting our value? Minus 1 by 2. For getting value of sin minus 1 by 2, we have to make our angle in either third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Why in third or fourth? Because it is negative in third and fourth quadrant. So till here this angle is pi. So our angle will be pi plus something. And if we remove this negative sign, only talk about 1 by 2, at what angle of sine we are getting value 1 by 2? That is sine pi by 6. At pi by 6 we are getting value 1 by 2. So we can write this minus 1 by 2 as sine pi plus pi by 6. At pi phase does not changes, it remains sine. Pi plus something means in third quadrant it is negative, and at pi by 6 we are getting the value 1 by 2. So this becomes sin pi by 6. So sin x is equal to sin 7 pi by 6. And whenever our sin x becomes equal to sin y, then what? For general solution, what is the formula? We have that x will be equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into y. And what is our y in this question? Sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 for all n belonging to integers. This is our general solution for cosec x equal to minus 2. Okay, in this way you can solve the second and third question. Now if we talk about further questions, find the solution, general solution for each of the following equations. In further equations we have to solve for general solutions. Under question number 5 is cos of 4x is equal to cos 2x. Its general solution we have to find. So first of all, what we can write it as cosec 4x minus cos 2x is equal to 0. Okay, and now I can use the formula of cos A minus cos B. What is that? That is minus 2 sine of A plus B by 2 into sine of A minus B by 2. This whole becomes equal to 0. So it is minus 2 times sine 3x into sine of x equal to 0. Okay. Now we got all of our function in form of sine, and for what value of sine means now we can write this as sine 3x into sine x equal to 0. We can take minus 2 this side, it will have no change in our equation. So now either sine 3x will be equal to 0 to make this whole equation 0, or sine x will be equal to 0. If either one of them is 0, then the equation becomes 0, and if both are 0, then we have no problem. And at what angle is sine 0? That is at every n pi. N pi means at 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. That means our 3x, that is our angle, that is equal to n pi here, and so our x will be n pi by 3 for n belonging to integers. Similarly here our x will be equal to n pi. So this is the general solution of our equation for cos of 4x equal to cos 2x. Okay. Similarly, you can solve question number 6. In question number 6, you have to first use the formula of cos A plus cos B, and after taking common, then you can solve it. Now we solve question number 7, that is sine 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. So first of all, we can use the formula of sine 2x here. Sine 2x is equal to 2 sin x cos x. So it is 2 sin x cos x plus cos x as it is equal to 0. Now we can take cos x common from here. It is cos x into 2 sin x plus 1 equal to 0. Now similarly here, to make our equation 0, either cos x is equal to 0 or 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0. And where is our cos 0? That is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. At every this angle, for n belonging to integers, our cos is 0. So one of the solution is this. Another we can find from here. So it becomes 2 sin x equal to minus 1. So sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we can put this as sin x. At what angle is sin minus 1 by 2? That is sin pi plus pi by 6. The same we have solved in our question number 4. Okay, now so we get sin x equal to sin pi by 6. And whenever in case of sin, our x becomes sin x becomes equal to sin y, the general solution for the equation becomes x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to power n into our y, and our y is here sin pi by 6, and in this case also our n belongs to integers. So it is the another general solution for our equation. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now question number 8 and 9 both are easy. First we can solve question number 8. Question number 8 is secant square 2x is equal to 1 minus tangent 2x. Okay, first of all in this question we can change secant square into tangent by using the identity that secant square x is equal to 1 plus tangent square x. So and in this case we get 1 plus tangent square 2x in this case, because here our angle is 2x. Here our angle was x, so we got x, and here we have our angle 2x, so we get 2x. That is equal to 1 minus tangent 2x. Now this one cancel this, so we get tangent square 2x plus tangent 2x. We can take this minus tangent 2x other side of equal, so we get this whole equation equal to 0. Okay, now from here we can take tangent 2x common. Taking tangent 2x common, here remains tangent 2x and here plus 1, that is equal to 0. Now to make this equation 0, either tangent 2x will be equal to 0 or tangent 2x plus 1 will be equal to 0, or either both of them. Any case is possible. So here our tangent 2x will be equal to 0. It will be 0 at every n pi. So we get 2x equal to n pi. It is our angle. At whenever our angle is equal to n pi, we will get tangent 2x as 0. Why at n pi? Because tangent 2x is equal to sin 2x by cos 2x, and we will get tangent 2x negative or 0, we will get tangent 2x 0 whenever our sin 2x is 0. And at what angle our sin is 0? Our sin is 0 at every n pi. So for that case tangent 2x is also 0 at every n pi. So from here we get the value of x as n pi by 2 for every n belonging to integers. So it is one of our solution. Now to get our another solution, means our at x equal to n pi by 2, our solution will be 0. Our equation that was tangent 2x into tangent 2x plus 1 will be 0, or either at this. So we will again solve this to get our x. So that is tangent 2x is equal to minus 1, and when our tangent is 1, we are not talking about negative sign, only about 1. So that is tangent pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 45 degree. Tangent pi by 4 is 1, and it must be negative. In which quadrant is tangent negative? Our tangent is positive here, and negative in second and fourth quadrant. and to show our angle in second quadrant and phase must not change, we have to write the angle in the form pi minus our angle. So we get tangent 2x equal to tangent of pi minus, at what angle our tangent is 1, pi by 4, so it becomes pi by 4. Okay, so whenever our tangent x is equal to tangent y, to get our general solution, our x, here our x is 2x, or 2x means our x will be equal to n pi plus y, and what will be y here, that is pi minus pi by 4. Okay, so 2x is equal to n pi plus 3 pi by 4. It is the value of 2x, but we need the value of x, and to get the value of x we will divide the whole equation by 2. So we get x equal to n pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 8 for every n belonging to z. It is another general solution for this equation. Okay, similarly we can solve 9th question. I can give the hint of this question and you can solve on your own. So the question is sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x is equal to 0. Okay, so either you can use the formula of sin a plus sin b on these two or on these two. Okay, and whenever you will use the formula, you will get something common, like I am using the formula here on sin x and sin 5x. So my sin 3x will remain as it is, plus, and what is the formula of sin a plus sin b? That is 2 times sin a plus b by 2 into cos a minus b by 2, that is equal to 0. So we get sin 3x plus 2 times sin x plus 5x, 6x by 2, 3x, and cos x minus 5x is minus 4 cos minus 4x, and minus 4x by 2 is minus 2x, but our cos of minus x is equal to cos x, so we will get a positive angle here, so we get here cos of 2x equal to 0. So sin 3x we can take common from here, so we get 1 plus 2 cos 2x equal to 0. So similarly here, either sin 3x will be equal to 0, either sin 3x is 0 or 1 plus 2 cos 2x is equal to 0. And where is our sin 0? Sin is negative, sin is 0 at every n pi. And what is our angle here? 3x. So 3x will be equal to n pi, and from here we get x equal to n pi by 3 for n belonging to integers. Okay, now another we will get from here 1 plus 2 cos 2x. This can be written as 2 cos 2x equal to minus 1, and cos 2x is equal to minus 1 by 2. And where our angle in form of cos is negative, we got cos of 2x equal to minus 1 by 2. First of all, we will talk where we are getting 1 by 2 in form for any angle of cos. So that is pi by 6. cos of pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Sorry, at pi by 3 means 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is equal to 1 by 2. But we have a negative sign also here. So where is our cos negative? It is positive here and here. It is negative in second and in third quadrant. And if we want to show any of our angle in second quadrant, and the phase must not change, so we have to write in pi minus something, that is our angle. So I can write this as cos 2x equal to cos of pi minus pi by 3. Okay, so cos 2x remains as it is. At pi, phase does not changes, so I'll get my cos again. Pi minus something in second quadrant, and in second quadrant we know our cos is negative, so we get a negative sign here. So no, in this we will not use the negative sign, because if we use the negative sign we will get this back again. And what will be our angle here? Pi minus pi by 3, that will be 3 taking LCM, 3 pi minus pi, that becomes 2 pi by 3. Now for every general solution in form of cos, whenever our cos x is equal to cos y, whenever our cos x is equal to cos y, our x is equal to 2n pi plus minus y. What is our x here? Here our x is 2x. So our 2x is equal to 2n pi plus minus. And what is our y here? Here our y is 2 pi by 3. So we write 2 pi by 3 for every n belonging to integers. But this is the value of 2x. So x will be, dividing the whole equation by 2, that becomes x equal to n pi plus minus pi by 3 for every n belonging to integers. This is the value of x here. It is the general solution of our equation. So in this way your chapter ends. Only the miscellaneous examples and miscellaneous exercises remaining, that we can do later. So today your homework is to solve this exercise once in rough notebook and once in fair notebook. Okay, thank you.